What it do, world? It is Wednesday, so it's time for the midweek pickup. Usually I do this in the daytime, about 11 o'clock and everything, but took a little survey last week, so we're going to see who all we can reach at a later time instead of doing it at such an early time. Tag a few people and get them ready real quick. Give me a few seconds here. All right, I'm done tagging. Okay, so today I want to talk about toxic people in your life, or toxic things, toxicity, if you will. And then I'm also going to talk about worry as well. So, have you ever been in contact with someone or been around somebody who seems like when they come around, they either affect your energy in a certain way or they can bring you down when you were feeling up or something, or it just seems like something's always going on and they're always bringing that something that's always going on to you, like even before you can say, hey, it's like always some drama. That could be considered a toxic person. So when you think of the word toxic, what do you think about? I think about dangerous, poisonous, something that's destructive, something that can eat away at you while you are still living, something that's just going to be relevantly bad for your health and everything like that. And it's something that we all kind of encounter. We probably have a few friends, we probably have people in our circle, maybe even people that are really important to your life, but they just seem to still bring that negative energy towards you, and it just seems like they're toxic. Here is the solution for that to me. It's not like you have to go on and tell people what you're trying to do. You don't have to tell somebody, hey, I got to cut you off or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you just have to take that step back. A few weeks ago, I called it a growth spurt between friends or whatever the case may be. If it's somebody that you've been dealing with for a long time and you know this person very well and it's somebody that you genuinely do care about or whatever, sometimes you do need that time apart from that person so you can let that person grow and so you can grow as well. But if they're being toxic to your relationship with them or being toxic to other people around them, then maybe you need to kind of redetermine everything that you have going on with that person. And if you really can't help them get out of the funk, which is not your job anyway, but if you do try and help a person get out of that toxic area and everything, and they still don't, and they still seem like it's still like my beautiful aunt said, contaminating your soul, where your soul can't grow. Sometimes you have to push that away and you have to let the best thing for your life happen for you. The thing that we do a lot in life is we worry about other people's opinions or whatever, or we worry about, how somebody's going to take something if you do back off or whatever. Or I always get a call when I get in deep or whatever. But I lost my train of thought. Anyway, but the point of it is that stop worrying about other people's opinions. I've been kind of voicing that a lot lately, and especially the world we live in today, everything is about perception or whatever, and you give a good perception. Social media gives the perception of perfect everything. But social media can also be something that's toxic to you as well, because it can put you in the mind state of, man, everything looks so great over here, but it's not going so great in my area or whatever. So that brings me to the worry topic of this week's Midweek Pickup. So y'all all know I go to church, and whenever I get something that really stands out to me from the sermon, I try and share that in my Midweek Pickup. And this past Sunday, Dr. Joel Gregory, I go to the church without walls. Dr. Joel Gregory is my pastor's preacher's assistant when he goes on his sabbatical for the summer and everything. But we talked about worry and everything, and we talked about, well, he preached about how it is not our job to worry about anything. And sometimes we worry about things that haven't even happened yet. I give you a good example. I get paid once a month. So I have to budget myself very accordingly, because usually after I get paid and I pay up all my bills, I got about maybe 26 days to go throughout the month where I'm not going to get paid again. But automatically, as soon as I get paid, I find myself worrying about what am I going to do throughout this month to get to the next month. And then, of course, I do get through to the next month. The message that you're supposed to get out of the whole worrying thing is why worry about something that hasn't even happened yet? Or why worry about something that you always see God brings you through to it, even though it might be a little bit rough while you're going through that? It's no point in worrying about where or how you're going to pay the next bill if you're working and you have a job. You know that money's going to come in, so why worry about it when there's no need to worry about it? You know you're covered. Yes, now I know we do live in the real world and everything. People lose their jobs, things happen, all kind of stuff goes on where it can take away from your funds or whatever the case may be. But if we put so much worry on ourselves, then we are not going to be able to progress to get to the point to where we're going to be fine. And what Dr. Gregory said, which is also in the Bible, is instead of us always trying to take on all the worry on our shoulders, we need to give everything directly to God and let God do what he does and what he knows how to do. God already knows that, when we get paid. God already knows next month how things are going to look. God knows how things are going to look in the next 24 years or whatever the case may be, however you want to look at it. So there's no point in putting yourself through the stress and the anxiety of extra worry when, if you do believe in God and everything like that, you have someone that's already having everything prepared for you, and you don't even know because you're not even there. So the thing about worry is we need to learn how to stop doing it. We need to change the way that we think and the way that we handle things in our lives. The more we worry, the more anxiety we get. The more anxiety we get, the harder it is to go through the day. The harder it is to go through the day, the harder it is to get anything done that we're supposed to be focusing on getting done. What's up, Mandel? And if we can't change the way that we're thinking, everything's going to go sluggish. Everything is not going to go the way that we want it to go or the way that we think it should go. And then everything is going to slowly progress instead of progressing at the rate that it's supposed to. But it can't, because you're stuck on worrying about, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? How am I going to get there? How is this going to happen? What am I going to wear? Who is going to be there? Who's going to think what? It's no point in worrying about all that, because we need to change the way that we're thinking and always know God is here for us. He's here to do the worrying for us. We just need to coast through life, let him take the wheel for real, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to give it to God, and then still be worrying about everything. Give God the wheel and let him drive the car. You're not in control. You know what I'm saying? God's in control at all times. So there's no point in worrying yourself to death about things that are going to get handled. And you know the things that are going to get handled, and you know that it might be a little tough through the journey or whatever, but you know that it's going to get handled. So there's no need to worry. Put all your faith and your worry on God's shoulders. Let him handle that. Make sure that you know what's good for your life. If you have to get some toxic people out of your life, take that growing spurt period of time and get them toxic people out of your life. I'm really big on the way energy feels. I can feel energy off of certain people. I can walk into work and I can see how I can feel how somebody is going to act throughout the day just by the energy that I feel like I receive from them. And it goes the same way towards you. If you get up in the morning and the first thing you think about is it's going to be a bad day, or I got to worry about this and everything, you're going to have a bad day. It's not going to go the way that you want it to go, because the first thing that you've already done is you've marked yourself to where I'm already in the mode of having something bad happen. So I'm expecting for something bad to happen. When you expect for something good to happen, even if you may not be feeling the best that day, get up and always have an optimistic mind state and say, hey, I'm going to get through today. I know I'm going to have a good day. And that's just it. When you feel that bad energy or that negativity coming towards you, or that toxic flare that's about to blow all up in your face, just step to the side. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it touch you. Don't let it be up on you. And then go about your day. Everything will be so much easier and so much better if we learn to change the way that we think, and we learn to change the way that we handle certain things in life that we are in control of, and the things that we are really not in control of. Keep getting rid of the toxic people, because they're going to keep showing up. But anyway, I'm going to try and go on and end it on that note. I told everybody that I was changing the time last week. I'm going to keep it at this time. Like I said before, if anybody has anything they want to talk about, any topics or anything, let me know. We could talk about it. If you want to say something while I'm on here live, like I said, this is something that goes top of the dome. So we could talk, you can say something on here and I'm going to answer you right when you say something on here. So just let me know. Next week, I think I want to talk about addiction. And I'm not just talking about, I'm not going to just talk about drug addiction. I'm going to talk about all types of addiction that we may deal with in life, and how we possibly can handle the addictions that we're dealing with. But anyway, I'm going to go on and end it. Y'all like, share, even if you didn't enjoy it, share it anyway. I want as many people to see these midweek pickups as possible, because it doesn't matter if you reach just one person. That's all that matters to me. If I could just reach one person and get that person to see that it's something better, and they can do something better for themselves, by themselves, they can take care of themselves, then that makes it all worthwhile to me. I do like seeing all my friends on here, you know what I'm saying, giving shout outs and everything. That's very encouraging. It keeps my spirits up to keep doing this. But it's not really about likes to me, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to help as many people as I possibly can, and that's what I'm going to do. And I babble a lot, and I'm babbling right now. But anyway, keep God first, family second, everything else will follow. Like I said, hit me on the inbox or whatever. Let me know if it's something that you want to talk about or whatever. I will talk about it. I don't have no filter really. Y'all know how I am. I kind of say what's on my mind. So again, I'm babbling. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Like I said, God first, family second, everything else will follow. Peace. Oh, happy birthday to the king of pop, Michael Jackson, man. I would have wore a Michael Jackson shirt, but I couldn't find it, so I had to wear my Mike Tyson shirt, since we were talking about toxic people. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. So remember that with your toxic people. You might not have to punch them in the face for real, but you know what I'm saying, just punch them in the face by staying away and not letting that negativity be in your circle or be in your energy and everything like that. Y'all have a good week. Happy Labor Day and all that jazz. See y'all next week.